All right. So, as I like to say with these things, as long as everything is working the way that it should be working, we are now live. So, hello and welcome to everyone who is watching the Written in Melanin channel. Wherever this day may have found you, I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Chelsea and I write books about Black girls who aren't all that nice. And we are here on a Tuesday at 7 o'clock because we are here to be productive. We're here to do some writing sprints. We're here to get things done. So that being said, shout out to Ben and Vina, who are the first ones in the chat. Welcome. And also, if you guys want more writing sprints, Vina does them as well on her channel. So be sure to check her out and get into that. But yeah, I'm going to give folks a couple minutes to get here, get in, do all the things that they need to do to be productive. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, welcome. I'm glad that you could make it. We do 45-minute sprints here with some chill hop in the background so that we can maximize our productivity. So hope that works for you guys. If not, let me know. We can adjust the time. But yeah. That being said, let me know what you guys are working on. As for me, if you guys have been keeping up with the channel, if you know me at all, you could probably guess what I'm about to say. I'm working on Project Necromancer, but a little bit differently today because basically I have gotten to a point where I'm like, I really need to plan out what's going to happen at the end of this book, mostly because trying to keep it in my head at this point has been slightly overwhelming in the sense of, how do I put this? A little bit overwhelming in the sense of like, I know what's going to happen. I know where I'm writing to, but because there are multiple perspectives, I really kind of need to nail down where those perspectives are going to converge and how I'm going to do that. So, I brainstormed a lot over the past like week or so, but I am working on actually getting it down. And y'all know I'm in like a little Notion rabbit hole. So I'm actually putting together, it's called the 3-act 9-block outline or whatever. I started working on that. So I am going to, at least for this first sprint for sure, work on finishing that up and then getting all my thoughts and stuff down, because I realized that even if I do get some words in or whatever, it would be very much just to like be like, oh, I met the word count. But I want to make sure that if I'm going to be writing, I want the words to actually be beneficial. So that being said, shout out to La, who is also here with us. Hello, welcome. And Ben said that he's about to work on the next episode of the podcast, which I appreciate, because him working on the podcast means that I could be here with you guys doing this. So I'm excited. I'm glad to be here to be working, because let's be real here. I was probably going to be sitting here at my computer working anyway, even if I wasn't on live. So I accept that for what it is. Hopefully you guys will be able to be productive as well. Yeah, that being said, I was going to do 10 minutes to let people get in, but I realized that I also have not actually shared this out, mostly because y'all, the Black Prose Book Club is reading We Are Dying Gods, and I'm super excited about that. And me being me, I shared out that they're reading my books. I shared out their video, their live stream, but I did not share out mine. Look at me being on top of things. So let me drop this in the Twitter or X or however you want to think about it. All right, y'all know I can't do two things at one time, so okay, share that out. And yeah, La said, I'm coming later. I shall be editing. Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. So that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and jump into this first sprint, maximize on this productivity, if you guys are good with that. So sorry, new timer, had to figure out how to get it to work. But that being said, we got 45 minutes on the clock. We will have some chill hop in the background, and I hope you guys are productive. This timer actually does make a sound, so when you hear it go off, it'll be time to come back and let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. So I hope you guys are productive, and we will chat in 45 minutes. So happy sprinting, you guys. I say that as I am not actually prepared to start this. Okay, let's try this again. Happy sprinting, you guys. All right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So come on back, let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. Also, this is our 10-minute break, so your reminder to do whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself. Stretch, breathe, drink some water, etc. Also, shout out to everyone who came in while we were working. So Joanne is here, Jocelyn is here, TEB is here. Hello, welcome. Uncle Bucket, Read, Love, Listen, and Jocelyn, good evening. I hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday evening, that you're being productive, all that good stuff. As for myself, I think I told you guys, like, I am in like a Notion rabbit hole. But one of the things that I'm trying to do is make sure that the end of Project Necromancer is planned appropriately. So I talked about this in like a previous video on the channel about how I had organized everything for Project Necromancer, and I was like actually plotting things out and, you know, trying to be professional, right? So in doing that, I plotted out like the first 9 chapters or whatever, and that was great. It was helping me a lot. Woo! But even though I know what's going to happen at the end of the book and what I'm writing towards, the thing that I realized is that the plot grid in Dabble kind of messes with my brain, because it's like you have to put what's going to happen by chapter. And for me, that changes kind of often, and it's not as helpful as I would like for it to be. So I'm looking for a different way to actually plot that stuff out. And in doing some research, I found this organizing way of organizing stories that's like it's what, three block or 9 grid, something like that. What is this thing called? 3 acts 9. What is it? 3 act 9 block. There we go. I don't know why I struggle with that so hard. And it seems pretty cool. And I was like, oh, this could actually be really helpful. So, since I'm doing it in Notion, I was like, oh, since I have to set this up anyway, I might as well go ahead and make it like an actual useful template. So this first session was actually just laying it out, both for myself and then also if y'all know me at all, you know that I'm a huge Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. And so I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, and it's going to make sense to me, because essentially the way that I think, I'm like, I have to translate what I'm learning into actual realistic examples in order for it to make sense to me. So I have been adding that in, like, oh, okay, this is what the plot twist looks like, and this is what it looks like in like an example, right? So I have been doing that. I am mostly done with it at this point. So this next sprint is really going to be me putting it into practice for like my own story. So yeah, I am kind of excited about that, because I'm also like, I have dual perspectives and I know how I want them to kind of line up. So we're going to see how that works. We're going to see how that works. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But let me know how you guys did, what you accomplished on that sprint, all that good stuff. Let's see here. Cassandra is also here. Hello, welcome. I hope you're thriving. Let's see here. Lau said, I finished cooking and I ate and sat down and got myself together. Sounds good. I hope you are productive in the next sprint. You got this. Let's see. Jocelyn said, I cut a few words. I believe it was for the better. Feel that. Like I said, I am a huge proponent of like the up and down of writing. Like, you add words, you delete words, whatever works for you. I'm glad that it is getting you closer to a final draft that you enjoy or that you like. Let's see here. Vina said, hey, love the new template. Thank you. This is actually, fun fact, side note, I came up with this template because I was like, I want to do something. I really like watching lo-fi videos while I work. And so I was like, I kind of want something that's kind of that vibe, but that's going to like work for writing sprints. So I guess shout out to the AI art. Please don't hate me for it. But I think it came out pretty nice, all things considered. So yeah, I like it. And just, switching it up, not the same thing all the time. I do still need to add like a block or something for the chat on screen so that it's a little bit more readable, but that's something that future Chelsea will deal with. It'll definitely be corrected before March Madness. So if you guys are not subscribed to my channel and Ash's channel, make sure that you are, because we are doing March Madness and we will be having a lot more people helping us out this year. And I'm really excited about it because there will be sprints pretty much every day, Monday through Friday in March. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. Let's see here. I'm here for support. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. May try to write, but online shopping and getting mad at all the prices. No, I feel that. I feel that in my spirit, honestly. I still need to try Notion. All I have done with it is download it. Yeah. Is Notion free? It is. It's free for individuals. Do not get on the like professional plan. I messed up and had to like adjust, but it is free and I really like it. It's been, like I said, it's been changing how I've been thinking about my story. Just like I said, having a place for it. Even with this grid, it's really nice to be like, okay, I have this color coded by act or whatever. And so it makes sense to be like, okay, this is act 1, this is act 2, this is act 3, this is for this block, this is for block 2, this is for block 3. And I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense. So I really like it. I've been spending a lot of time with it. I did OneNote before, and OneNote is great, but it's very vertical, whereas Notion has like, you can use the whole thing. It's a little different in that there are blocks and things, so it's not absolute freedom, but I have found that it's enough freedom to do what you need to do without being overwhelming, as long as you like functional. I have found that if you really like aesthetic notions, like the ones that are on Pinterest and stuff, that can be super overwhelming. mostly because it doesn't look the same always when you resize your screen. So that's a whole other thing, a whole other conversation. But the way I set mine up is extremely functional. So if you like it, I will be dropping it in the Melanin Network most likely and making it available for the Patreon. So yeah, feel free to get into that if you want any of my templates, rather, because I do have one for my story Bible as well. So if you guys are signed up for my Patreon, you can grab the template for that, and it has all of the different pages. And if this is approved by the Author Council, then I will add this page specifically with the plotting to the Story Bible template. So it'll be there for your access if you're signed up for the Patreon. So yeah, $3 gets you in. So no reason not to. And yes, the Black Prose Club is reading We Are Dying Gods tonight, and I'm so excited. They read We Are the Origin, and I got to go on for an interview with them, and it was great. And I just love it because, I mean, I'll be honest, it's Black History Month, and y'all already know what this channel is about. But I get a specific kind of joy in my heart when Black women read my book and they enjoy it. Like, that is a special kind of joy because that's who I'm writing it for, right? I mean, I love it when anybody reads my book, right? But when specifically when Black women, because we love Black women from infinity to infinity, right? So I'm really excited about it. I kind of want to watch it. I'm pretty sure they're doing reading sprints. I don't know if they're doing the discussion of the first 7 chapters tonight, but if you guys want to watch it, it is linked in the description box below, so you can dual wield if you would like. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. They start at 8:30, so that's like 30 minutes from now. So by the time we come back from our next sprint, they should have been started. I don't even know if that's correct English at this point, but y'all know what I was trying to say. Y'all know what I was trying to say. But yeah, and it's so wild because like Ben did like a search for YouTube, and he was sending me all of these videos, and I was like, what? All these people have mentioned my book? This is absolutely insane. This is wild. I love it. I love it. And it's also very encouraging to be like, okay, I am not absolutely making this up in my head. Like, the imposter syndrome will be imposter syndroming sometimes. And I'm just like, nope. There are actually people out here who really enjoy the book. So I'm grateful. Although book 2, I honestly can't wait to see what their opinion is of book 2, because book 2 is very polarizing. I feel, and I don't know how I feel about that as an author. I lied. I know how I feel. I feel very proud to have written a book that's very polarizing because it makes you feel something. It gives people strong opinions, and whether they are like, I love it or I hate it, I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, book 2. I'm always interested. Apparently, according to some of my author friends, I am the problem. It's my book, so I'm okay with that. But I'm excited. I'm very interested to know what they think about book 2, because yeah, things happen. Things happen. And like I said, people have either loved it or absolutely hated it. Like, it was either I straight up DNF'd book 2 or, oh my God, book 2, 5 stars, better than the first one. I have yet to get it's okay. Like, and I find that interesting. But yeah. That being said, you guys, that is it for our brick. If I knew how to, there we go. Wait a second. Why is it doing this? I don't know what's happening. There we go. There we go. Sorry. Trying to get this timer down, you guys. It's new. But that being said, it is time for our next sprint. So hopefully you guys are hydrated. Hopefully you have everything you need to be great and productive. We are putting another 45 minutes on the clock. Chill hop in the background, and when the timer goes off, it'll be time to come back and let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. As for me, like I said, I'm going to be trying to finish up this outline and get things ready for, finish up the template part, and then also get it started on my actual book. So I will let you guys know how that goes. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in 45 minutes. So happy sprinting, everyone. All right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So come on back, let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. As for me, completed the template. I started to get lost in some of the minor details, but I was like, okay, the major parts of it are set. So now I am doing what I set out to do in the first place, and I'm actually putting my book into this format so I can kind of see where I'm going, what needs to be done, etc. Which is somewhat interesting because, like I said, I have dual points of view, and because of that, I'm like, oh, these characters kind of have separate moments, right? Like they have separate introductions, they've got separate inciting incidents. So just kind of filling that out and recognizing the story for what it is and how it's changing. And honestly, doing this is helping me out a lot. So I'm like, okay, cool. I know where the story is going. I know how I'm feeling about it. So feeling pretty good. Feel free to let me know how you guys are doing. Ben said that he got through 20 minutes of the podcast audio, which is awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. And also a reminder that if you guys wanted to read book 2, We Are Dying Gods, the Black Prose Club is actually now live. So if you want to dual wield the sprints, then there is a link for you guys to do that down in the description box. But yeah, as for me, I know that we are going to do at least one more sprint. I will probably be here for a while. I don't know if I'm going to be live that entire time, but we are definitely going to do at least one more sprint. That being said, like I said, I actually really like this outline. It could be the way that it is. It could be the way that it's ordered. I'm still kind of playing with it as far as like what will work best for me and my brain. But for the most part, I'm good with it. I feel like I'm getting somewhere, and it's odd because I'm not actually adding to the word count. I know I'm going to pay for that tomorrow. So I'll probably actually do some writing later on, but I do really want to get this format laid out. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing if you're still with me. And yeah, let's see here. The Black Prose Club is doing reading sprints for We Are Dying Gods. They're doing 20-minute reading sprints. Awesome. So get into it. I should probably actually do a reread of We Are Dying Gods. That may also be in my best interest before I try to write book 3. So yeah. Let's see here. Cassandra said, got words in, and that's cool. Word counts are still low, still organizing my scene. Feel that. Same boat. So I get that, but good job on, getting organized, because I feel like I've been underestimating that a lot in this project. And every time I am like, oh, if I get organized, this makes it easier. I'm like, wow, this makes it easier. Revelations. But yeah. Let's see here. Got settled in and working on edits. Gonna play on Notion eventually for my story Bible. Sounds good. You know, I like the notions. And also glad that you got settled. That sounds good. This next sprint, I will definitely probably going off camera a little bit to stand up and get some stretching in. So this is also your reminder to stand up, stretch, breathe, do whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself. So yeah. Gonna have to take about 10 minutes for some self-care stuff before I can get back into things. Makes sense. That is what the break is for everyone but me, because I have to be here talking to you guys. But I am going to be trying to get up and stretch and do the self-care things as well. So yeah, because like I said, it's probably going to be a long night for me. I feel myself kind of settling in. So yeah. Found some options, just need to decide which websites I will complete my checkout. I love that for you. Online shopping is therapeutic, man. I hope you're getting something great and wonderful and very much deserved. So excited for you. Same brain. You know, also kind of side note, but it's always wild to me how Law and I are always pretty much on the same page, because I'm pretty sure that's how we ended up talking to each other outside of the sprints anyway, because I'm like, this girl, she gets me. We're on the same page. I was like, we need to have conversations. And it just kind of went from there. Much appreciated. But yeah. It's been a night, you guys. It's been a day. It's been a long day, honestly. So I don't know. I'm trying to be productive. I counted the days that I have left to write this book. And it's like 20 days to actually write. There are more days in between now and my deadline, but like actual days that I plan to sit down and write, there are only like 20 left. And I'm like, I need to finish this book. So that's another reason why I was like, let me stop playing around and let me actually sit down and figure out the main points. Because like I said, I know what's going to happen, but I need to really like figure out what is going to happen, if that makes sense. But like I said, the plot grid wasn't working because I'm like, I can't say for sure that this is going to happen in chapter 15. I haven't written up to chapter 15 yet. So I don't know. Might happen there. Might happen in chapter 16. It might have to be split between 2 chapters. So I'm hoping that just having this plot grid here will be helpful. But we will see. But yeah. I feel like the caffeine that I had this morning is finally wearing off. So I feel like not like my brain is slowing down, but like my talking is definitely getting to a point where I'm just like, okay, I don't know, you guys, it's 9:00. It's almost 9:00. I'm just kind of like, I don't know how to be interesting this late at night. This is why I did not do sprints in the evening before now, because it's like, I would be writing. It's a lot harder to be, I don't want to say a personality because that's not how I think of myself, but it's a lot harder to talk to the camera in silence later at night. So that's kind of where I'm at. But that being said, I did send the Notion template over to La. So as long as she approves it and she's like, hey, this isn't absolutely dumb, then I will make it available to you guys. I will probably make this available as like just a template or whatever, maybe put it down in the description box if, like I said, if it works out. But if you want the whole story Bible thing, like I said, sign up for the Patreon. Don't know why I did that. That was weird. Sorry that you guys had to sit through that. But yeah, I'm honestly just over here looking at the notes and I'm like, I'm so glad that this worked out the way that I needed it to. I adjusted some things and some things still need to be adjusted, but I'm content. I am extremely content with this. So yeah. If it works out and you guys are part of the Patreon, I will send screenshots of how it works for my actual outline for Project Necromancer. But we'll see. That's assuming that this actually works out, because the way that I'm looking at it right now, I will probably actually have to adjust this just for my brain to be happy. So take that for what it is. Take that for what it is. But yeah. Like I said, let me know if you guys like these evening sprints, because like I said, I'm not always available to do evening sprints since Melanin Chat is every other Tuesday. But if you guys like it, I will try to keep this consistent on the schedule going forward if you guys are finding this to be helpful. So let me know. But yeah. My brain just stopped. This is fun. We may not make this whole 10-minute break. We may go ahead and have to hop into this next sprint. Otherwise, I'm like, I might just sit here and stare at the camera for the next minute until it runs out. And I don't think that would be fun. I like the evening sprints when you can do them. I like it whenever you can. Okay. Well, y'all are the ones I was doing it for, so I'm glad that it's working out. I don't know. I like accountability, and I know having accountability for myself is like game changing. So if I can be helpful, I will. That being said, you guys, we have roughly 30 seconds before we get into this next sprint. I'm pretty sure this next sprint is going to be our last sprint. I don't see me doing more than 3 tonight. So that being said, make sure you leave everything on the page. I'm trying to get back into a daily writing routine. Writing daily is hard. Like, as someone who is currently trying to write daily, writing daily is hard. I have realized, especially when you have like higher word counts in like the thousands, you kind of breeze through that really quickly. And when you're doing that much writing, it's really simple to be like, okay, what comes next? At least that's how I am experiencing it right now. Could just be a me thing. Could just be a me thing. But this is also another reason why I was like, I can't be pantsing through my books as heavily as I have been in the past, because when I'm really like trying to write, I'm like, I kind of really need to know what's coming next. So yeah, but depending on when you write, you know, we do the writing sprints in the chat pretty consistently, so you can always feel free to join. Anyone is free to join. So yeah. I'll do good for like 12 days and fall off. I love 12 days. It's oddly specific, and I love that. I can be like consistent for like 5 days, but then I'm going to take a break. And that's something that I'm trying to work on, because I think 5 days was the longest that I went. And then, I broke my streak. So now I'm trying to get back to it. But that being said, you guys, it is 9:00 on the dot. And my drop top cruising the streets. Sorry, it was in my head. I had to say it. 45 minutes. 45 minutes on the clock, you guys. Chill Hop will be in the background. This is our last sprint, so make sure you are completely happy with what you are doing, etc. And we will chat in 45 minutes when the timer goes off. So happy sprinting, you guys, and I will talk to you in 45 minutes. All right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. As for me, I actually made some pretty good progress on that one. I finished up the writing, like actually, I finished writing everything out in the new template. I figured out where in my overall story for the entire duology that this book in particular is going to end. I will make it a point to actually fill out the rest of this later so that I kind of have an overview for the entire duology. But for tonight, I just wanted to get through what I already have. And I'm really kind of pleased because I'm like, even though I didn't necessarily know the quote unquote beats or whatever when I came up with how the book was going to end, like taking the time to actually put it in its correct places, I'm like, oh, this actually works really well with what I was thinking anyway. So that's a plus. At least I think it is. And it's kind of nice to not be holding on to the information anymore. It's one of those things where it's just like, this was kind of the point of creating the notion in the first place, is because just to like free up that working memory so that I don't have to remember like, oh, this needs to happen. Oh, this needs to happen. And I kind of have a reference of things that I can just like look back to when I'm like, okay, what needs to happen in this chapter? Because actually looking at it, I'm like, oh, I actually kind of have some extra content that I need to work in here. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, let me know how you guys did. Shout out to Margaret who came in while we were working. Hello, welcome. I hope you are having a great evening. Let's see here. Coming to glance around and admiring someone got their stuff together. Yeah, new setup. I like it. Hopefully you guys do too. Just, switching it up a little bit. I thought it was cute. Especially for the evening sprint. I don't know. I feel like it's just a lot more relaxing. So I now, if you guys came to the Thursday sprints, I now have like a daytime background versus like a nighttime background. And I think it's kind of cute. I like it. Also, just a reminder that if you want more sprints, I do have a 45-minute timer with the same background. I just released that video yesterday on Monday. So you guys can get into it if you want more sprints. It is basically exactly like this with the chill hop in the background, and it's got the typing sounds from actually me working. So hopefully you guys vibe with that. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It is chill hop, literally chillhop.com. They have entire playlists and like music and stuff that you can play in the background of your streams that is royalty free. So as long as you credit them in your description, you can use it on your channel for background music. And I like it. I use it all the time. So, yeah, let's see here. I got through more edits. All the edits. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the process, but I'm glad that you're making progress getting through it. Because that's, I don't know. I feel like that's, I don't say huge, but like, honestly, like, getting through your edits and being able to look at your story and be like, okay, this is working, this needs to be rewritten, this needs to be adjusted, and really like doing the work is, I don't know, I feel like that's really satisfying. Like drafting is satisfying when you can see that word count and you're like, yeah, I did that, I wrote this. But I feel like editing is also really satisfying when you can see it like really coming together and being a cohesive project that's like getting ready to be ready for people to read. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's exciting, so I'm excited for you. So slight shout out to La. If you guys are not following her on social media, I highly recommend that you do, because I have seen some of the things behind the scenes and I am really excited for her book. Like, I think this is a book that is going to be one of those where people just need it. Like, I'm not going to say it's groundbreaking. I don't think that's the word that I'm looking for, but it is definitely the kind of book where it's just like, I haven't read anything like it thus far. So get into it. But yeah. Let's see here. Cassandra said, got a few more words in, which I'm glad for. Awesome. Congratulations. I'm glad that you got some more words in. But I know that I will have to work more later. I get a bit distracted by what I don't know, and I need to just skip it and come back to it later. Yeah, I feel that. I know that I have several things in brackets in my document that I'm just like, this is for future Chelsea. Just come back to this. We are not going to spend time on this. The only time that I actually pause to look up things is like when I'm looking up the definition of words and I'm like, I need to know what this is, what this means to make sure that I'm using it in the correct context. But other than that, I'm just kind of like, yeah, skip it. But I know it can be really hard. It can be really difficult. So I feel that too, because when my brain is like, but I need to complete it. Like I need 100% completion for this chapter or this thing that I'm working on. So hopefully you get that worked out and you don't get sucked into the rabbit hole of distraction. But yeah. Like I said, if you guys want more sprints, like the 45-minute timer is live on my channel. Looks just like this one. The only thing that's not the same is the live chat. So yeah. I've been skipping around my work in progress when I get stuck and work on different chapters. Yeah, I have been learning the beauty of like skipping around. I still can't like skip around majorly. Like I can't go from like chapter 1 to chapter 15 or anything like that. But I have learned to be like, okay, I'm still in this character's head. So I'm like, I can just work on a chapter that actually fits with, with her and what she's doing and, you know, go from there versus jumping to the other character's perspective. So yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. Let's see here. I have so many notes from past law, and let me tell you the words I have for my past self. Whew. Yeah. One thing I will say is that when I leave notes for future Chelsea, I do try to give myself as much context as I possibly can, so I don't come back and be like, what was I talking about? I have no idea where I was going with this thought. Not a one. I try to be as like straightforward, like, hey, you need a name specifically for this calendar system in this world. It's like, oh, okay. So future Chelsea is like, oh, I do need a name for that. But I have notes. It's like, this is where we started out at. Maybe you can make something work with it. And I say we, like, it's like I'm two different people, but whatever. Future me, past me, whatever. Y'all understand where I'm going. Y'all understand where I'm going with this. I saw the timer. Thanks. Awesome. Like I said, I don't know. I just like to be helpful. If you don't want to use the timer, please don't let me pressure you into doing it. I don't know. I like the timer, and I was just like, okay. Honestly, to test it out because I had to make sure that there was like, I had to play it back or whatever before I posted it. And I was just like, I'm just going to do a sprint to the timer. And I'm just like, I was really productive when I used it. So I was like, oh, I think this passes the test. I think this passes the test. So yeah, there's a committee up in that brain. Honestly, it is. Future Chelsea, past Chelsea, present Chelsea. I feel like, okay, this is so odd, but there's this villainess show. I think it's like the first one. Ben can probably tell me which one it is off the top of his head. But there's like a little council in her head, like little chibis or whatever. And I found that to be, first of all, super adorable, but also, was it a sentence of a bookworm?
Yes.
No, it wasn't. It was one of the villainess ones.
She had a bunch of lines.
Is that it? But I feel like there was also a villainess one. The one with the yellow dress? It was one of the first villainous ones. With Catalea, I think is her name. I think she also had like a committee in her head. Mind you, if you guys... Ben is in the room with me. So we are having this conversation in real time versus over chat. But he said it was a sentence of a bookworm, which might be it. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched it. But that distracted. Don't get me started talking about anime. Oh, I have a sentence of a bookworm on my TBR. Yes, a sentence of a bookworm is so good. So good. Are there any more sprints after this one? No. It is almost 10 o'clock where I'm at. It's 5 minutes to 10. So that was the last sprint for me. But like I said, there is a timer up on my channel that looks just like this. So if you guys want another 45 minutes, yeah, have at it. Feel free to use it. Comes with the chill hop that I always have in the background, as well as the keyboard and everything else. Everything is the same except for the live chat. So yeah. My next life as a villainess. That is the one that I was thinking about. But yes, it also is in a sentence of a bookworm. So yeah. Apparently having a committee in your head is not unusual in anime, considering that we could have this conversation and not know which one we are talking about in the first place. So, yeah. let's see here. Don't forget to like the stream. I would really appreciate it. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend that you do that, because one, it gets you into to the conversation in the chat, but it also, if you turn on the notifications, you won't miss when I go live. So next sprints will be a Thursday at 11. So my daytime folks, we will be back, and yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to join me then as well. But that being said, you guys, hopefully you enjoyed these sprints. Hopefully you enjoyed hanging out and being productive together. Like I said, one more time, slight plug, check out the timer. Hope you guys enjoy it. If the Black Pros Club is not off yet, then there's a link in the description box below if you guys want to read We Are Dying Gods with them. They are reading it for the month of February, so feel free to get into that. And if you don't have the book, there are links to do that in the description box as well. So if you want any of the templates that I mentioned in this stream, the Patreon is for that. La has given the approval, so it's going to be in the template. So I'm excited. You guys have a great night. Thank you for being here. And until next time, you guys, I hope your days are lovely and your books are interesting. Bye, guys.